you're trying to make these high goals, and not all of us, get to those places, but the whole point is, what did you learn in the journey? What did you learn along the way? Something that came up this week is that I've had kind of the sniffles, and I don't know if it's allergies or a little cold. Yesterday, I started feeling not so great, a little bit run down, and in that state, I was like, there's no way I can do this. At the same time, I took a little bit of a leave just to kind of help, with any congestion, because when I'm grinding away, the last thing I want to think about is, whether I can or can't do it. So is this going to be a defining moment for me? A day that, is going to go down in the books in history? And the answer is no. Because I'm just an average nobody trying to trucking through life, and that's really what's going to be going through my mind after I'm done with this, is what are my takeaways? Now that this season is over, where do I go to next? So the race is officially finished. Well, how did it go? What happened? So overall, I'm over the moon about how I finished. Number one is I got to be an encouragement ref for 3 different people, and one of them happened to be my partner from last year, and she did fantastic. Out of 40 competitors, I took 5th place, and I really didn't expect that. I was one of the first competitors to go, and my time was actually in 1st place for about 5 minutes. And then after that, the person behind me actually took 2nd place for the day, and his time was about a minute faster than mine. So yeah, I held the top place for just a quick second, just a quick little minute, and that felt pretty good. So right up until the day of competition, I thought, hey, I can only do what I can do. Not a lot of people are gonna be excited about not getting 1st place or not being on the podium. One of the biggest victories that day is the fact that my time was 1 minute and 40 seconds faster than the previous week, which was the trials. This is probably one of my greatest life accomplishments in terms of, doing this last 13 weeks and to finish the way I did. It wasn't to compete against anybody but myself. I wasn't making progress like I had planned to, especially to making this big climb. But overall, I'm very satisfied with how this turned out. And you can do the same when you're doing, say, a long journey and setting these high bars. Along my path and training for this competition, there was someone I happened to train with at the gym a couple weeks, and we would really feed off of each other training, because we were both training for Samson, and not many people were in the times I was going. So as we were going about this, I kind of pulled for her and said, hey, I really hope you win the warrior. That I'm pulling for you to win the women's warrior. And it turns out that she came out on top. So that was really awesome to see. And you might be asking yourself a question of, why is this called alpha? Say a dominant term, right? Alpha male. You hear it often when you're talking about power and strength and dominance. And for me, something that I believe that we all deep down have an alpha inside of us, something that can push us to the next level. And sometimes the way to tap into that power is to chase some really far-fetched or high goal, to push yourself to places you can't see, but along that path and along that journey, you can start to see those traits come out. And it's not always with, say, successes, but in struggles. So if you're looking for the alpha inside, one thing I would suggest is to, hey, give something new a go. Try something new, try something hard. Go challenge yourself, push yourself to the next level. And the way that sometimes starts is with a look in the mirror, kind of how this series started. Now, before I wrap this series up, there's something I have to do really quick, because ultimately, I may have not won the Samson, but there's something I'm a lot better at in life. And this is what I was born and built to do. That's a little bit better. And this is something I feel a lot more comfortable in, because this is a role I know I come in first. If you're a parent out there, you can understand where I'm coming from. Being a parent is something that you get another view of life and another way of seeing things and another way to tap inside to a person you never knew you could be. And that's what being a dad has done for me. So I appreciate you following along this series. Take care. Peace out.